Stan Collymore, welcome back to the City Ground. How are you and how have you been keeping?
Very well, it's great to be back. It's a bit surreal. Looking at the Trent End and so many happy memories of the club over the couple of years that I was here. But it's great to be back. It's freezing cold, proper derby weather, proper FA Cup fourth round weather. So yeah, looking forward to the game. And I've been asked a lot of questions about who do you want to win? Because of course I had a spell at Leicester under two Forest legends in Martin O'Neill and John Robertson. But no question, want Forest to win, and I think Forest will win 2-0.
As you mentioned, you had a 2-year spell here as a player. What memories come to your mind when you think back about your time here?
Crikey, well it was, that man, Brian Clough, had left the club, and when a manager that is so great leaves a club and the club are relegated, you're never quite sure what direction the club is going to go in. Frank Clark took over, of course, one of his players in the first European Cup winning run. He brought myself, Lars Bohinen, Alfinger Haaland, whose lad's not doing too bad now, up front for Borussia Dortmund. And it was quite simple, really, get promoted back into the Premier League at the first attempt. We did that, and then finished third in the Premier League in our debut season, which still, I think, joint with Kevin Keegan's Newcastle, is the highest position that a promoted team has finished. So when I pick out memories, Peterborough, which was London Road, to get promoted, we were 2-0 down after about 7 minutes, and we were all, Ken Charlery, I remember scoring at both, and we were thinking, uh-oh, we might not get promoted here. We won the game, I scored with a last minute winner. All I can remember is 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 Forest fans behind the goal and up the telegraph poles and the floodlights. So that was a great memory of getting promoted. And then really, the whole of the second season here against Manchester United, I think, was my first game. I missed the first game of that season, Ipswich away. We played Man United here, 1-1 draw, scored at that end against Peter Schmeichel. And there was a real collective belief that if we could get a positive result and a positive performance against the champions, we could do it against anybody, and that's effectively what we did. We went to Hillsborough, scored 7. We beat Spurs comfortably at White Hart Lane 3 or 4. We went everywhere and played open and attacking football. So, like I say, 2 wonderful seasons, and fingers crossed this great club can get back there to those heady heights sooner rather than later.
Obviously today's cup tie is against Leicester. You had a successful couple of games for the Reds against Leicester. Do you have memories of those games, August 1994?
I remember one game. I mean, I've got friends who are Leicester fans that are here today, and I had a spell as a player at Leicester. But I do what I've said to all of them. I want Forest to win. It's a no-brainer. It was only a very short spell at Leicester City, although quite a productive one. Is that one at Filbert Street? I remember a cross coming in. It might have been Ian Wone, and going and giving it the big one in front of the Leicester fans. So I really enjoyed that one. And then one here at the Trent End. Turn, ran, finish. So yeah, we did quite well against Leicester. So I should be keeping that a little bit quiet with my guests today.
You're here as a Matchday VIP today. You must be excited to see the Reds fans again.
Yeah, it'd be amazing. The bond that you have with supporters, particularly when you have a good spell, is quite incredible. I know there's a guy. I know the Tifo won't be there today and all the banners and what have you. But I saw it against Derby. I was due to come against Derby and I couldn't because I had another engagement. But he has a banner with Stan Collymore on it, which is really nice to be sort of 25 or 26 years down the line, having played for this great club, and still be fondly remembered is very special. So there's lots of people still here that still work in the Tube and other parts of the ground that I've seen, and looking forward to seeing them with smiles on their faces, hopefully, at the end of the game.
What have you made of Steve Cooper's side this season? It's been a good run of form recently.
It's been very good. I think that when you see a Forest side getting the ball down and playing the game in the way that it should be played. Look, I know there's been a lot of different managers. I know there's been a lot of different styles of play. For me, it's very simple. That man set the blueprint, and that should be how Nottingham Forest play. Get the ball down, play through the lines, attacking, expansive football. And Steve brought that. Big Wes. How are you, Wes? You right? Another man that's had the blue and the red. Wes Morgan there, of course. And so from my perspective, to see a manager come in that is primarily a good coach, that can make good players better, that plays in the very best traditions instead of taking a step back, taking 2 steps forward. I went to the Albion game at the Hawthorns, again invited by the club, and it was a 0-0 draw, but you could see then that counter-attacking football, front foot, football, cold, put my teeth in, were all things that were the hallmark of Brian Clough, the hallmark of Frank Clark. He just wanted to carry on what Brian Clough did, and other managers. So it's great to see a Forest team scoring goals, creating chances. I'm sure the Cardiff game last week was a bit of a blip, and players maybe with an eye on a big game today.